I'm delighted to welcome to the studio today the Chief Executive of Solar Energy UK, Chris Hewett. Chris, welcome. What's the solar energy industry in the UK achieved so far?
10 years ago, there was no solar energy in the UK, or a very small amount. In 10 years, it's grown to delivering almost 5% of UK's power output. It did that with a number of subsidy supports, but since 2019, there's been no subsidy from government at all, and the industry's continued to grow. So now 10% of that capacity, which is 14.5 gigawatts, has been delivered with no government support whatsoever. And it's actually expanded its growth throughout the pandemic.
What role now would you say solar energy has to play in our path towards net zero, certainly in the next decade at least?
Solar's going to have a huge part in the story for net zero in the next decade and beyond. We expect the industry to triple its capacity in the next 10 years, so that will be around 10-15% of all UK power output from solar. Our business as usual scenarios are saying we definitely are on track to double. With a few policy changes, modest ones, we believe we can treble it. That would create 13,000 new jobs in the UK. It would create £17 billion worth of economic value. And it would, because whenever solar is on the grid, it displaces gas power, it actually will reduce our emissions by 4.7% in the decade.
Are the policy and market conditions right now for solar parks in the UK, and what sort of benefits are there to them?
Solar parks are now the cheapest form of electricity generation in the country, bar none, and that's already stimulating a lot of investment and project development. We're seeing government auctions allowing a route to market for those parks, but and we'll need to see more of those for the following decade. And we're also seeing businesses and public authorities buying that power directly as well. So there'll be many ways to earn money, if you like, and to generate power and profits from those parks. As well as the carbon benefits, we're also seeing biodiversity benefits. So because there's no pesticide use, there's no fertilizer use on that land, we're actually seeing a doubling of biodiversity on some of those parks now.
Well, that's fantastic news, isn't it? What about the public sector and also businesses? What can they do to really take advantage of solar on their own premises?
So any company that has a large roof or some spare land, like a car park, for instance, it's ripe for generating solar on your own premises. The payback for that now is around about 5 years, and obviously the price of gas, the price of electricity is driving down that payback ever more. So we're seeing water industry, we're seeing the MOD, we're seeing logistics parks, retail centres, all starting to put solar on their roofs.
And what can you and I do, what can we all do at our own homes to really harness solar power?
Again, a huge advantage of solar is it's something you can do in your own home, on your own roof. The costs, again, have fallen hugely, so it's now between £4,000 and £5,000 on average for an installation, and you'll save at least £300 on your bill each year. What we're also seeing is if you include electric vehicle charging, if you have a battery, you can start to save some of that power and use it for other uses, so you'll see more savings in the future. One piece of research we've just completed is looking at the impact of that on the value of the property itself. So a value of a property with solar on the roof will be £2,000 more than the equivalent home without solar on. So there's multiple reasons to do that. But the main reason really is it's something that you can do. If you have that capital and you want to do something for climate change, this is one thing you can do.
OK, some good advice there, Chris Hewett. Many thanks for joining us. Thank you.